From the grit. From the grit. From the grit.
Feed Mookie Betts. This Dodger report presented by
edition of Sacks and Cates.
Off and running. 7 o'clock in the City of Angels here on AM 570 LA Sports. Steve Sachs, Tim Cates, and you on this Wednesday morning, October 29th, 2025, as your Los Angeles Dodgers have themselves now a fight, a best of three with the Toronto Blue Jays, as this series is tied up now at 2 games apiece after the Dodgers fell to the Blue Jays last night 6-2. I am Tim Cates, joined by two-time World Series champion, Rookie of the Year, and arguably our number 3 out there, the one and only Steve Sachs. Saxy, it is a day in which the Dodgers need to get right. It is a day in which Blake Snell needs to get right after his Game 1 start. And as we've been talking about the first hour of the show, it is time for the Dodgers offense to get right after losing last night and seeing the Toronto Blue Jays tie this series up at 2 games apiece.
Yeah, it is time. It's time to see somebody go first to third, score on a pass ball, maybe get some jumps from first base and get some dirt balls into second. I thought there was a couple opportunities missed there where some balls were in the dirt that they could have taken the base, be aggressive on the base pass, see some speed show up. Watch the closing speed in the outfield as they go and snare a ball on a line drive. Things like that really, rejuvenate and excite the team. It's not only the offense that gets excited, but believe me, when those guys in the bullpen see the offense on display, knowing that they're going to score runs and make their job a little bit easier, it fires everybody up.
Last night, Shohei Ohtani pitched okay. He went 6 innings, ended up giving up 4 runs on 6 hits, struck out 6. And as we mentioned in the first hour of the show, he kept the Dodgers in the game. They took a 1-0 lead in the second. He made a mistake on a sweeper to Vlad Guerrero in the third, and the Dodgers were down 2-1. But then he put up zeros the rest of the way. At one point, he struck out 4 the next 5. He put up zeros and waited for the offense to do something behind him. And again, there was nothing there. They couldn't string together hits, and it felt like just a bunch of fly ball outs and a lot of fly balls deep to the outfield as they try to jack it out of the park every single time. Meanwhile, the message on the other side from Schneider and everybody up and down that lineup in the Toronto Blue Jays was they were wide awake. They felt good. Despite an 18-inning loss 17 hours before that, they came back rested, ready to go, and they got after Ohtani. They strung together hits, and in the 7th inning, they chased Ohtani, Steve, and then they got after Bonda and Blake Trinan and put up one of those crooked numbers. And again, it was a 6-1 lead, and you felt like it might as well have been 16-1 at the time.
Yeah, at that time where you have a 6-1 lead against a team that can pitch better than most teams, and you know it's a tough thing to climb over right there, but it's not insurmountable. You got to reset tonight, okay? You got to reset knowing that you're going back to Toronto. It's a little bit of a different mindset. You might see somebody else out in center field tonight, which
we better see somebody else out there.
Yeah, and I think it's a time to look back and say, with all the inefficiencies that we've had on our offense, we're still tied up. We still just got to win 2 out of 3. And I think that's an okay position. It could be a lot worse for the Dodgers right now. Believe me, it could be a lot worse.
Yeah, no, but we're playing the waiting game. And I appreciate the fact that Dave Roberts has a long runway, so to speak. And that's his terms that he likes to use when talking about his players. And that's one of the things that I really appreciate about Dave Roberts. And some Dodger fans, it drives him crazy, is he does allow a long runway for a player to get out of a slump, to work their way out of whatever funk that they're in. But you know what? Over the course of 162 games, you can have a long runway. But this is a short runway. This is a short leash. And that leash has got to be tightened dramatically with the lineup change tonight. Andy Pages, second on the team in home runs, can slug with the best of them, but quite frankly, has not showed up in October. And it's time for Andy Pages to be on the bench. Yeah, and it's time for Tommy Edman, Steve, to be in center field and Miguel Rojas to be at second base for the Dodgers tonight in Game 5.
Yeah, and I think the powers that be may be hearing you. Now, I think they hear your enthusiasm. They hear your sour attitude, I guess you could say, towards what the team has been doing. But it's warranted. I mean, I think what you're hearing now is when the fans call in and they say you're speaking for most of the sentiment of all the fans in Los Angeles, you have to listen to that. It's like, Siskel and Siebert is the name of
Ebert.
the two that would judge
Siskel and Ebert, yeah.
Siskel and Ebert, whatever. They would judge the movies, right?
Yeah.
And man, they come up with some real dumb projections on what the movie's going to gross and all that. I mean, stupid. Like, I saw the movie Titanic and it was average. It was a schmedium. Really? That movie was okay. Yeah. Then you ask the first 10 people that come out of the movie theater, which is the best barometer. Hey, what'd you think of the movie? And those 10 people are going to give you the best barometer better than anybody else can. My point is, I think that's what we're getting from you, Tim. You're the people coming out of the movie theater, and you're the best barometer. So on 3, I want you to go and give us an over, like a glazing over, one more, maybe 3 points that are really, chapping your behind. Ready? Go.
I'm tired of hearing this narrative that the Dodgers were tired after Game 3. And how many hours of sleep did they get after Game 3? And how did they get to the ballpark so glazed over and tired? How did they actually get in the car and drive to Dodger Stadium?
If they had to walk to the park?
I mean, you might as well have thought they walked 50 miles in the snow to get to Dodger Stadium. I get it. It was a grinding 18-inning game. But you won that game. Momentum was on your side going into Game 4. If you're the Toronto Blue Jays, you're the team that had to put your head to pillow and think about, oh, no. oh, we're on the verge of being down 3-1. We're on the road. We're in a hotel room, and the Dodgers are feeling good about themselves. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are the team that came out last night, and Shane Bieber dealed. And the offense didn't stop for the Toronto Blue Jays. They grinded and grinded, put runners on base against Ohtani. He struck out guys, yes, but then finally they chased him in the 7th inning. Meanwhile, the Dodgers have an offense, and when Ohtani's pitching, we know the offense isn't going to be there like it is on games he's not pitching. With that being said,
this is point number 2.
This is point number 2.
Gotcha.
Where the heck is everybody else? Where's the cavalry? Where are the other future Hall of Famers? Freddie Freeman hit a home run in Game 3 in the 18th inning. I get it. We've turned the page. Where was he last night? Where's Mookie Betts been in this postseason, and in particular, October baseball? Andy Pye has struggled. I think Andy Pye has one more hit than I do in this October baseball. In fact, I know Andy Paez and I had the same amount of home runs in the month of October. And I can go on a limb pretty confidently and say, Steve, that Andy Paez and I have the same amount of walks in October this time around.
Okay.
It's got to be better.
Okay.
This is the World Series. I don't want to hear about this is great pitching. This is the best of the best. Oh, we're facing top-level starters on the other side, just like they're facing our best. You know what? They grinded down the unicorn last night, and they took off the horn, and they made him mortal in Shohei Ohtani.
I'm feeling you.
Where's the rest of the Dodgers? Where was the sense of urgency last night? It's a fight for 7 games. You go up 2-1. You hit a gut punch. You have him on the ropes. Hit him hard.
Yeah.
Knock him out. And now you let him back in the fight. The bell rang. You've gone back to the corners, and now it's all square at 2.
So do you think they had him on the ropes and they went for the knockout by just trying to go to the head? Maybe they go to the body a little more.
They got too cute. They're looking in the crowd. They got the boxer on the rope. They're doing the old rope-a-dope with their hands. Oh, look at us. Oh, look at me pointing to the crowd. Let's get everybody. Oh, I can't hear you, crowd. That's what they were doing as a boxer instead of going right after them.
Do you think it should have gone to the body more, maybe a more sure punch?
Go straight to the head. Go straight to the face.
Yeah. Okay.
They should have knocked him out last night. There should have been. There was just a flat Dodger offense. Again, you played, Steve. You said it is a hard game.
Yeah,
it is a very hard game. And to ask somebody to go out and hit 400 in the postseason, not going to happen. I get it. You fail more times than you succeed in baseball. You go 3 for 10 in any other sport. You go 3 for 10 in life. You're a failure. That's 30%. But in baseball, that could get you to Cooperstown as a Hall of Famer if you do that consistently.
What if Tom Brady only completed 3 out of 10 passes?
Wouldn't be playing. Drew Bledsoe would have come back and started for him for the New England Patriots, and Tom Brady wouldn't be Tom Brady that we know him as today. This Dodgers team has got to figure out a way. If you can't slug your way to a win, which you can do with the best of them because you're a great team offensively in the Dodgers, figure out another way.
Well, they did. They did it against the Phillies. They did it against the Brewers. There wasn't slugfest city. They found other ways, and I think that's what we're looking at now, Tim, with possibly a different person in center field, maybe more bat-to-ball skills and contact that's going to be happening with Tommy Edman at second base. But remember, Tommy is kind of like on that cusp sometimes, because he can hit a home run. He can hit a home run now, and I think sometimes he's got to remember that those home runs come by not trying to hit a home runs. I want to see Tommy line the ball the other way. And, if he hangs one, he can jack it, that's fine. But he's a guy that needs to put the ball in play.
If I'm watching this World Series, you know what scares me? Alejandro Kirk, all 5'7", 245 pounds of him. You know why? Because he's a deadly hitter. Because he's going to poke the ball to right field. And sometimes it goes right at Freddie Freeman on a line drive. But most times we've seen him spray the ball to right field.
I'd put 2 guys over there. I really would.
And he could also jack out of the park that we've seen. Yeah. But meanwhile, a Dodger come up. Andy Paez is an example. And all I know is he's gonna try to jack it out of the park, or he's swinging out of his shoes and going to strike out. I love Mookie Betts. I do. But if I see him pop up down the right field line one more time, I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he's done.
Yes. Yeah. You know what, Tim?
Adjust.
Because of the perspective that I have, I can't really rag on the players because I know how tough it is, and I probably did it way worse than they did. So I will just leave that there. However, the fan in me is with you. I understand. Hey, make an adjustment. Quit popping out to the right side. Yeah. Okay. And until you've had a bat in your hands and you go up there and you have to see it and do it, it's a much different story. But I get what you're talking about. You want to see the approach change a little bit. That's right. What you want to see. You can't guarantee that he's going to do it, but you want to see the approach change. Right. I think that's what you're looking at.
I get it. It's a hard sport, and it's the best of the best. And what they do, nobody else could do on the planet. I get that, but it just feels like you're doing the same thing over and over again. Your approach is the same thing over and over again, hoping it's going to change, hoping you're going to make a mistake from the pitcher and you're going to capitalize off it and hit a 3-run home run, or you're going to hit a home run to get him back in the game. You only got 27 outs. You can't, at the end of the game, which during the whole course of a regular season, if you don't outslug a team and that approach doesn't work and you lose a game 5-3, shucks. You know what? Hey, we lost this game, but we got 2 more in this series, and we feel good about how the way we're playing, having won 7 on the last 9, and we look at this road trip as something we could be still successful on. You know what? You don't have time. You've got 3 games left. It's a best-of-7 series. You got 27 outs to work with. That's it in a game. 27 outs. You don't have, shucks. Hey, we dropped this one. That's all right. We feel pretty confident that over the long haul, we're going to beat a team and grind them down. You know what? The long haul is now 3 games. Yes. And I don't like this whole, we'll figure it out. We'll get somebody there. We'll go back to what we've done before. That may work in June, July, and August over the course of 90 games. But no, we're talking about a 3-game series now.
You know what I missed, Tim? You know what I miss? I want to see the athleticism of somebody like Shohei Ohtani or Mookie Betts. I want to see them go from first to home on a ball that's hitting the corner. I want to see the closing speed on somebody that's in the outfield. That maybe it's Call, maybe it's whoever, maybe it's Tommy Edman. That's he's going to be he'll probably be if he goes, he'll be at center, and then Rojas will be at second. I want to see the closing speed of the outfielder, snare a line drive. I want to see those athletic parts of the game that involve speed, because we see it on the other sides. The Dodgers have that on their team. They absolutely have it. I want to see that aggressiveness on a dirt ball, a ball that's bounced in Alejandro Kirk. Blocks the ball. I want to see him challenge him to get up. We know he can throw, but I want to see how quick a foot he is to recover, get off the block, and go get the ball and throw somebody out. I want to see him challenge that catcher in that manner.
So what you want to see is the Dodgers try to change things up. You want to see a different approach.
Put the pressure on these guys, because they can do it. The Dodgers have some guys on their team that can really run. I mean, really run, like Mookie and Shohei. Put it on display, man. Let me see it.
He is Steve Sachs. I'm Tim Cates. We are live here on AM570 LA Sports on the iHeart Radio app, and, of course, on YouTube and Facebook as well. Thank you so much for being with us. You can watch and listen on YouTube in your car as well. A lot of Dodger fans are telling us that's how they're doing it if you're here in Southern California or anywhere around the country, around the world for that matter. Thank you for joining us. You can also leave a comment on the YouTube page as well at AM570 LA Sports. All brought to you by Strauss. From the field to the work site, Strauss powers our World Series coverage, and Saxy and I both have our Strauss t-shirts on this morning on the YouTube page, so you can check that out. Steve looking jacked as well. Is that a youth large, or what are you wearing there in that t-shirt there?
A youth large? No, this is a full grown grown blank man large. Okay, this is a full blank grown man, whatever you want to say, large. And
okay,
I'm barely fitting in it. I mean, if you were here,
if you're barely fitting in it,
yeah, I'm seeing significant ripplage. Okay, it's I'm like busting out of this thing.
Yeah,
but it ain't no schmedium. I'll tell you that. It is no schmedium.
Keep listening between now and 9, because yesterday we gave you 7 code words throughout the day on AM570, from scam to Rogan and Rodney to Petro some money. If you missed those, you could probably go back to the podcast and get them. But sometime between now and 9.
I can tell them right now.
No.
I'm just kidding, Jim.
Some listener is going to have a chance to give us all 7 of those code words. And when you do, you are going to win a pair of tickets to Game 5 on the World Series tonight. So be listening for that. We got a lot of great callers on hold, a lot of great comments as well coming up on our YouTube page.
Yesterday, we went over 1,000 people that were on YouTube.
Yeah, very cool. Very exciting.
We went from 300 to 1,000. I bet you we hit 2,000 today.
I think we will because it's a lot of Dodger fans not happy. Yesterday, there was optimism.
We can take those calls, too.
Absolutely. There was optimism. There was a lot of excitement. And quite frankly, I don't want to hear about parade talk. The next person who comes up to me and says, when is the parade? I'm going to Steve Sachs you. I'm going to turn around and walk away and not answer your question.
Oh, so what I'm feeling here, what I'm getting from you is you despise talking about parade this early as much as I despise the barista asking me what my plans are, and I'm a complete stranger.
Absolutely. I despise it, especially when the Dodgers are playing the way they are, and the series is now tied at 2 games apiece. If the Dodgers were up 3-1, let's talk strategy, logistics. Let's talk parade all you want. Let's talk time, date, location. But until then, let's not talk about it right now, because now we find ourselves with the comeback kids from Canada, the Toronto Blue Jays, who have made this series tied 2 games apiece, and don't look now a must-win Game 5. And I'm not even going to throw out the number because I said in the first hour, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear the old Game 5, series tied at 2 in a best-of-7 format. The team who won Game 5 is going on to win 67%
that doesn't matter.
of the time.
That doesn't matter. Hey, you see on the probability graph here that they have, like on the
win probability,
the win probability. They have it on MLB Network. They have it everywhere. That is the stupidest thing. Then somebody, the Blue Jays right now have a 73.4% chance of winning after something so and so happened. Then the Dodgers come up and hit a 3-run homer. Well, win probability for the Dodgers is now 81.5%. Yeah, because they just hit a 3-run homer, jackalope.
Yeah.
No, I mean this the win probability. It's stupid. Because it can change with one swing of the bat. So, I mean, really, win probability in how long? Like 7 minutes? That's how long it lasts?
Yeah.
Or until somebody else does something good? It's bogus.
It lasts until a Dodger hits a home run or until Alejandro Kirk slaps the ball to right field to drive in another run for the Toronto Blue Jays. A lot of great comments on the YouTube. The Dodgers offense has not been good since June. I don't know about that. I already knew this series would be a fight. Dodgers in 6. 18-inning hangover. Whoa. I don't want to hear about no 18-inning hangover. And I don't want to hear about, the media was tired too. I was at the ballpark until 2 a.m. filing reports. I was doing a live shot the next morning. What's that?
Another thing you may not want to hear. This is true, though, and nobody has talked about this. Nobody has brought it up in the media. Nobody in the press. We haven't brought it up yet.
What is it?
I'm telling you, it's real, and nobody's brought it up.
What is it?
The element of luck.
Huh?
Because that matters.
Luck matters in the World Series?
Absolutely it matters. Absolutely. And I know people will, you ask the players in the game if it matters. It matters. Let me tell you one right now. I'll tell you one right now that it's insignificant, but it could have been significant.
Okay.
Tommy Edmonds makes a great play for ricochets off Freddie's glove.
Right. In Game 3,
What if Freddie is 1/8 of an inch higher and he makes that stab and whatever, maybe he doubles up or whatever happens. But you see what I'm saying is luck has something to do with this and nobody's brought it up. Maybe it's the team that has a stroke of luck that comes out and it helps them. It matters. I promise it matters.
Well, how do you get luck? Can you buy it? Can you go purchase it at the store? How do we get some luck here, Steve?
You try to get in the way of it. You stay in, you battle, and you try to get in its way. And hopefully it'll grace you. I mean, I mean, ask any player at all. How much does luck have to play with it? They'll say it matters, and we have no control over that. You really don't, other than to get in the way of it.
I think that's what scares people is if
you can't control luck, it is scary,
and you can't control the outcome of this series, and you try as much as you can to try to.
Some of it you don't control, Tim. Some of it you do not control.
I mean, you can spend all the money you want. You can get the best players every position. You can get all the talent, draft produce right.
And it's such a micro factor that you don't even see it sometimes.
ADR on YouTube says it perfectly. Luck equals do all the small things right.
Yeah, well, that's part of it too. Get in its way.
Yeah.
Get in its way.
He is Steve Sachs. I'm Tim Cates. Join us on the YouTube page here during the commercial break. We'll be back. David Vassegh will join us at the back end of this hour. Jerry Harrison Jr. in the 8 o'clock hour. Don't forget, be listening for your chance to call in and recite all 7 code words when we give you the cue to call. If you can get them all, you're going to Game 5 of the World Series.
Tim, I'm back in 1 minute.
All right. When you come back, I got a surprise for you on YouTube. Everybody watching and listening on YouTube, we got a surprise during this commercial break. 866-987-2570. Sachs and Kate's in the AM right here on AM 570 LA Sports.
All tied up heading into Game 5. The boys in blue look to take.
Live on YouTube, on Facebook, everywhere on social media right now here on AM 570 LA Sports. I am Tim Cates on this Wednesday morning, October 29th. Thank you for being with us. We really do appreciate it. Our coverage brought to you by our friends at Strauss. You see the helmets during the World Series all postseason long. Those beautiful Strauss stickers there on the helmets for the Dodgers and Blue Jays. So, again, thanks to our friends at Strauss, STRAUSS.com. Yeah, you can hear it in my voice. I'm fired up this morning. I'm tired of this talk the last 24 hours about they're tired and how did they get ready for this game. I don't want to hear it. I don't. You know, you, me, Wacko here in the studio, Michelle, you know, we live daily lives that actually have to do things, make a living, and go out and support people. These are baseball players who make a lot of money, and I know it's a tough game and you're battling, but I don't want to hear how much sleep they got. I don't want to hear about all this stuff that, you know, is on the outside of the game. They're prepared. The Blue Jays are prepared. And last night, for whatever reason, the Dodgers just looked flat. And I don't want to hear about how they were tired and they had to play 18 innings. Will Smith had to catch another 9 innings last night. Shohei Ohtani had to come out and pitch. And he pitched okay, right? It's not like he went out there and went 1 2/3 innings and gave up 7 runs, and you can blame it on fatigue. He went out and pitched. He went out and pitched 6 innings. He left with runners on base, and the Dodgers bullpen couldn't execute. The Dodgers offense just wasn't there last night. Couldn't produce, string together hits. It was a problem. It was a big problem. And quite frankly, over this postseason, it's been a problem. Yes, they've navigated their way through great starting pitching to win games and win series. That is not a secret. Starting pitching has carried this team, and they've scraped together runs and got some hits here and a Ohtani home run there and Freddie Freeman walk-off home run. But for the greater sample size and the whole that is October baseball, we could all agree right now, right? All the comments, all you watching right now, we could all agree. The offense still hasn't been it. The offense still hasn't clicked. The offense still hasn't been the juggernaut that we saw for a lot of the season. That was top 3 in baseball in home runs and slug and, you know, scoring runs. Just, we haven't seen it yet. When are we going to see it? You know, Ohtani doesn't have the offense one night. Where's Mookie to pick him up? Where's 2 or 3 other guys to pick him up? Where's the bottom of the order to carry a Dodgers lineup when the top of the lineup is not producing? We saw it for a whole season, but where is it? Where is it? And I don't want to say no, where's the energy from the fans? Okay, the fans can take whatever's there and elevate it a little bit more. You shouldn't ask the fans to carry a team in the postseason. You can't go to an NBA game and say, wow, thank you, fans. You really are the reasons why we won. You got to execute on the court, on the field, whatever. The fans can take you from here to the next level, but you got to produce. That's what's got to change. And I think we're going to see it in Andy Pages not being in the lineup tonight. Again, don't blame fans. I'm not batting or catching. Absolutely right. Same problem we had during the regular season are showing up now. Yeah, it's rearing its ugly head. The times during the season, we didn't see a lack of production from this offense. Steve Sachs is back with us here during commercial break on AM 570 LA Sports. All right, Saxy, we had Tim Horton donuts last week that were brought in from Joe, our sales executive from Toronto. Well, Wacko here in the studio said, enough. I'm not tired of all this talk about Canadian donuts. And he brought us in a dozen donuts from Donut Prince right here in Burbank, California. Nice. A local mom and pop shop, which there are hundreds of and are equally as good as Tim Hortons up in Canada. So wherever you get your donuts, local, you know, mom and pop one-off here in Southern California, support them, eat their donuts, and we're eating Donut Prince donuts. I'm going to open it up because Wacko says there's a special donut inside. So
it's not the chocolate bar filled with whipped cream, is it?
Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at this. We got some October Halloween donuts, and we got a Dodger hot dog, a Dodger donut in here as well. Take a look at that. Look at those donuts. Those are donuts. Look at those things of beauty right there. Great frosting, great size. That's the most important thing. Look at the size of these donuts.
They're big.
Yes. They're fluffy. They're good size.
Tim, if I was there, I would have 4 of those in my
saying that.
gullet. I would have 4 in my gullet before the commercial break. I would be like a wild dog loose on trash night.
This one's got.
I'm serious.
This donut's got teeth on. I'm almost afraid to even eat that thing.
What's that chocolate one in the corner?
Down here, this is just a chocolate glaze down here. A little glazed circle donut.
Okay, I gotta have the chocolate rich and dark.
Okay, we got a cake donut over here. We got a maple one. We got a crumb one. We got some, again, spooky Halloween ones, and we got the Dodger one up in the corner. Looks like the jelly filled or a cream filled donut up there.
That's impressive.
Thank
and
you
what's
to
it
Wacko
called again?
This is Donut Prince here in Burbank, which their slogan is, you're going to love this.
Yeah.
Don't get a divorce. Get a donut. Donut Prince.
That's great. I love it.
We're going to rejoin everybody on the radio here, but again.
Steve Sachs.
Sachs and Gates in the AM.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no. We're back here on AM 570 LA Sports. Had a great time over on YouTube during the break. Showed off the fancy donuts the Wacko brought in studio this morning for us to all enjoy. From Donut Prince here in Burbank. Got a Dodger donut. Got some crumb donuts, some cake donuts. Great stuff. Thank you, Wacko.
Do you have any twists?
No twist in here, but lots of great donuts. A couple of spooky Halloween ones with some treats on top, including some fake teeth, which I'm really scared about that one.
I got a suggestion for Donut Prince.
Yes.
Okay, we can set their sales in orbit.
Okay. By the way, people are already coming over looking for the window for donuts.
I want a chocolate bar donut.
Okay.
Cut in half. Well, you just slice the side. You fill it with a lot of whipped cream. Don't just paint the inside. I want it stacked with whipped cream. Okay. Lots of fluffy, deep, chewy whipped cream.
Ooh,
okay. And that donut is called Scam.
Oh, I love that.
And they sell that, and it goes crazy.
I love that. We'll have to talk.
We will go in there personally to donut. What's it called?
Donut Prince.
Donut Prince, and we will buy Scam donuts the next time I'm in studio. Tell Donut Prince to please start the production of the donut Scam.
Love it. We'll get a little cream inside that donut just for you.
No, not a little, a lot, and make it thick and chewy.
Jeez. That donut.
We don't want drippy, runny whipped cream.
No.
Thick and real.
Thick and real. That's how we like it. Thick and real. Yeah, this is what we're excited about is donuts this morning. I wish we were more excited about a Dodger win last night, Steve Sachs, but as it is, the Dodgers offense did not show up. The Dodgers could not string together hits. One of those nights yet again that we've seen from the Dodgers' lack of offense. And it wasn't Shohei Ohtani going out there and getting touched up by the Toronto Blue Jays. He gave up that home run to Vlad Guerrero, but then put up zeros until he came out of the game in the 7th inning. And as much as we celebrated, Steve, the Dodgers bullpen the night before in that 18-inning marathon, 2 games in one spot, last night, Anthony Bonde got put in a tough situation with runners on and nobody out, could not get the job done. Blake Trinan came in, got some contact, run scored, and all of a sudden, what was a 2-1 Blue Jays lead, and you felt like maybe if they can keep it there, the Dodgers still had, 9-12 outs to work with. They can get back into it, but a 4 spot in the top of the 7th inning did in the Dodgers to put them up 6-1. And they got to run in the bottom of the 9th inning, but too little, too late. The offense got to be better. I mean, we can't keep harping on it, but we are. The offense needs to be better, and it has to be better tonight.
Yeah, and they were outplayed. Okay, this is one of the 2 best teams in the world. They got outplayed one game. Okay, that's fine. You come back, you reset. You maybe have a little bit of a different perspective with center field and second base. The team is knowing that this is the last opportunity to really get the fan base on your side and go. Sometimes now you can go into the other house and the negative fan base towards your team can actually inspire the guys a lot. I know when I played on the road and I had everybody booing the hell out of me, especially in San Francisco, man, I used to get jacked up. Okay, that's good. So you can change the perspective. You can use it to your advantage either way. We'll see how they come out tonight.
And when they come out tonight, we expect a different looking lineup. Dramatically different? No. But Andy Pages, I can't imagine he'll be in center field tonight for the Dodgers based on what Dave Roberts said last night postgame, that he's going to think about it, but do expect some changes in that lineup for Game 5 tonight. And quite frankly, they need better production ahead of Shohei Ohtani. And they need better production behind Shohei Ohtani. What do we mean? The 9 spot. Andy Pages has not been productive. Behind Shohei Ohtani, when you walk him and put him on base, the guy behind you needs to make him pay. And Mookie Betts has done a really good job of that for the most part. But here in this series, he hasn't. And the guys before and behind Shohei have not produced and really punished the Blue Jays for walking Shohei Ohtani. By walking Ohtani, it's actually benefited the Toronto Blue Jays because the Dodgers haven't done anything to make them pay for that. And that's been a benefit for Schneider and Toronto.
And that's the key. But hey, listen, Tim, I've seen it too many times. You know how baseball is. It goes in cycles. It goes in waves. Things don't always stay the same. As they say, the worm will turn. You know, in a 3-game series, we'll find out really now who's the better team. And it will put it on. It will be evident because it's been a flip of the coin, a jump ball, if you will, for these first 4 games. So we're going to see how the team responds, how they come back, take the information that they've had from the first 4 games, impute all that knowledge in there, and let's see what happens now and how that comes out the other end. But I think the Dodgers will have a couple surprises for them.
A lot of great comments on YouTube. Of course, you can watch us on Facebook and YouTube, AFI 70 LA Sports, as we are live all morning long on there. You can listen to it as well if you're in your car and can't watch, but you can't get us on AFI 70 LA Sports over the terrestrial radio. You can always just take the audio with us on YouTube and Facebook. But a lot of Dodger fans want to weigh in on the phones as well. Let's get out to the phones. Grammy Tammy in South Pasadena is next up here on Scam on AFI 70. How you doing, Grammy Tammy?
Oh, my God, you guys are terrific. I love you. I love you. I love the Dodgers. Our family does. Okay, I'll be real quick. I was a cheerleader in college, so I'm going to lead you in a cheer to boost you and the Dodgers up.
All right, let's go.
Okay?
Let's hear it.
But remember this. Like Shakespeare said, where there's a will, there's a play. Well, with the Dodgers, where there's a will, there's a way. They will find their way to win the World Series. Okay, here we go.
We're ready.
You ready?
Yep, we're going ahead.
Okay. G-G-G-G-O. D-D-D-O-D. G-G-E-R-S. Go Dodgers! Oh, we love you.
All right. Thank you, Grammy Tammy. Appreciate that. Love the cheer. Your turn, Saxy. Let's hear a cheer from you.
You got me off guard, Tim. Give me one set to figure this out. Come on.
Jason in Maryland checking in on AFI 70 LA Sports. Jason, good morning. What are your thoughts on this Dodgers team? No offense. Game 5 tonight. They need Snellzilla at the baddest way right now.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call again. I called you guys on Friday, and you guys asked me what I thought the key was. And at the time, I said pitching, but we've been getting what we need from our pitchers. That offense is not clicking. Exactly what you guys say, just, echoing that. Ohtani can't do it himself. It sucks that every time he has an opportunity to have somebody on base, Pages is just either swinging at whatever he can or not trying to take the walk. And, that's why they pitch the way they pitch to Ohtani. Bieber didn't give him anything to hit yesterday. And I love Mookie. I love him. I got a lot of love for him, but he needs to, get it going. It's going to be Game 5, last game in LA. This is a must win. We can't go back to Toronto down.
No, this is absolutely a must win, Jason. You cannot go back to Toronto down 3-2 and needing to win both games. You got to put yourself in the best situation, in which that means win tonight and now have to win one of 2 in Toronto, with Yamamoto going and possibly Glass now combination with Ohtani in Game 7. That is the best case scenario, and it has to be the situation the Dodgers put themselves in going into the possibility of a 6-7 in Toronto.
monster game tonight, Tim. This is actually it's obviously the biggest game of the year, right? Tonight, every time you have a game, that's the biggest one.
Do the Dodgers know that? Do the players know that?
Of course they do. Listen, if they don't win, it's not the end of the world. They can still go back and win two. But obviously, their work is really cut out for them in that light. It's momentum building. It's all that going back to Toronto if they win this game tonight, and it might be good for these guys to really blow them out. I mean, one of these 10-1 games, one of these like this where, the offense is starting to click, and, Tommy Edman hits 2 in the gap, and Ohtani's racing from home to first. From first to home. And you put all that speed on display, and, Blake Snell goes out there and just shoves.
Yep.
I mean, a game like that where they just dominate them, that's great going back to Toronto.
Let's squeeze in another call before we take a break. David Vassegh will join us after the break. Kevin in Culver City, thanks for being patient, Kevin. How you doing?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing all right.
What's up, Kevin?
Hey, you know better than anybody, Steve. This team's core principles has been pass the baton. We got to stop trying to be what we're not, hitting home runs and pass the baton. Work the count, get on base, grind out hits. Like you're golfing, don't try to hit the ball far. Just make contact and you'll get home runs. You got Year Savage on the second time seeing him around. We're gonna be way better against him. We're gonna have a great game today. Snell's gonna pitch great, and I think the hitting's gonna be there. And then in Game 6, you got Yamamoto for 8-9, and in Game 7, Roberts is going with Ohtani. So I like where we're at. We're going to show in this bullpen. Everybody's all hands on deck. Last night will be ready. And even Blake Snell might be ready in a Game 7. So we got 3 games. We got to take care of business. If you would have told me at the beginning of the season, you got 3 games to win a World Series, I think we'd be up for it with this team. And what this team has done, we'd be confident in this team. The bats will come up today. And I'm telling you right now, Dave Roberts will make the change. And giving a guy like Alex Call in the lineup will help a guy who will come in and work the pitcher. This is a young pitcher. We've seen him before. We're going to take care of business today. I have the uttermost confidence in this team, and we will take care of one of those games in Toronto. We're the champions. Remember that. We are the champions. They got to take it from us. We're not going to just give it up to them. Good and well, these players will take care of business and handle business and do what they got to do. Job is not finished. We will get this back-to-back. Let's go, Tim.
Yeah, Kevin, man, I wish Kevin was speaking to the team before the game today.
That's what I want to hear. I don't want to hear none of the negative parts. Kevin put it in perspective.
Yeah.
And that's a very viable perspective that Kevin just laid out.
Great job, Kevin. Somehow we got to get him into the clubhouse before the game and just get on top of a table and just start giving a pregame speech or something.
Yeah, when you hear the bad parts, it's like you just hired an ass clown to come in there and do stuff. You know what I mean? We don't need ass clowns.
We don't need ass clowns. No. 866-987-2570. David Vassegh will join us coming up. Jerry Harrison Jr. at the bottom of the next hour. Still going to have a chance for one lucky Dodger fan. If you know the 7 code words, be listening for the cue to call. And if you can give me all 7, you're going to Game 5 tonight. We're going to take a quick break here on the YouTube side, on Facebook. We're going to dive into these donuts and chat it up with Steve Sachs. Don't go anywhere. It's Sachs and Cates and AM here on AM 570 LA Sports.
This is the City of Hope play of the game.
All right, Saxy, we're going to dive into these donuts because 1, I'm starving, and 2,
kill it, Timmy.
I need a little sugar rush here.
What you got?
I'm going to
go for.
Is it okay to go with the Wacko? I go with this one, Wacko? Okay.
That's the jelly filled one, right?
It's either jelly or custard fill. I don't.
Ooh, custard,
it's jelly. It's jelly filled.
Okay, that's.
I can see the side here where they put
what kind?
Jelly.
Just cherry, strawberry, red?
Probably a strawberry or raspberry or something. Let's dive deep into this thing. Okay.
Dig into it.
Thanks for everybody for being a listener to Scam all October long.
Scam.
We really do appreciate it. Some years it's a short run. Some years it's all October like it has been the last 2 years. We really, really, really do thank you for listening and being a part of the show every single day, and certainly being a part of it here on YouTube as well. So let's take a bite of this donut here. All right. I didn't reach the jelly yet.
Okay, but
the jelly must have been on the other side here. So let's see.
What do you got?
It's a strawberry or raspberry. I can't tell. But
how's the donut though?
There's the inside jelly part right there. It's fresh. It's good. Bless you.
Thank you.
It's very.
Sometimes you sneeze, man. I mean, it's part of the deal.
I feel like I'm missing a cup of coffee or a milk here.
Hey, listen, I could offer you a cup of coffee with Sacks in the morning. Okay.
Oh, beautiful.
You are spending Sacks in the morning with me, right? Right now.
What are you drinking right now?
I got an Americano with a shot of extra espresso.
That's all you need is more energy, brother.
Hey, I just need. Give me some black cup of Joe, black and bitter. Okay, that's all I want. I got it right here.
What are your plans this afternoon, Steve?
Oh my God. I'm not going to the gym today because Wednesday's my day off.
Oh, day off, huh?
Yeah.
Cheat day.
I'm working on a fundraiser we're having for my son.
Beautiful.
We changed the name of the foundation. By the name of the foundation is the Steve Sacks Family Foundation.
I love it.
And we're having a fundraiser for my son John.
Beautiful.
On the 6th of December up here. Okay. Guess where it's going to be?
Roseville.
Dusty Baker Family Winery.
Nice.
Yeah, Dusty's Winery. Isn't that cool?
That is awesome. Are the details out yet, or is the website?
No, they're not out yet.
Okay.
They're gonna be out on the website soon.
Yeah.
And and we have a new website coming. Everything. We changed the name of the foundation. I don't know if you know that. So, but it's gonna be really, really a good event.
Awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
That's awesome. When we get closer, and when the website gets up there and all the details, we'll have you on AM 570. Of course,
that'd be great.
We'll spread it out there. We'll spread the word on all the social media platforms.
I can come on and talk about it a little bit.
Absolutely, you can.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Kidding me?
That'd be awesome.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Listeners, tune in. You know. That'd be great.
Somebody quoted you. Sometimes you sneeze. It's part of the deal.
It's part of the deal. That's right.
Where the donuts from? They're from Donut Prince here in Burbank. But again, you can go to any local donut shop. They're all great. They're all, individually owned, family owned. Go support them. Great stuff. And this time of year, everybody's doing it. They're making Dodgers donuts. So go out and celebrate. Have a couple of donuts. Dusty is my neighbor in GB. What is
Granite Bay?
Granite Bay.
Granite Bay.
Okay, that comes from Dr. Caesar's.
Good. Ask him if he's coming to the event. That's
right. Dr. Caesar's. You just ask him yourself.
You got to come to the event, Doctor.
Shout out to Granny's Donuts in Lakewood.
Okay.
Snell will restore odor today. Relax, doubters. I got an Americano from Starbucks this morning, and it's absolute garbage. Is what this guy says.
That's why I make my own.
Yeah.
I make my own.
Sorry, I'm eating a donut.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
I don't have any coffee either. I got tea.
Tim, how is the donut, honestly? Is it good?
It's really good.
Good. Nice.
It's really good.
I'll bet the doctor in Granite Bay knows where Baker Benz is. I'll bet he does.
Dr. Caesar's. If you're watching and commenting, I see you on the comment, Dr. Caesar's.
He can go down Douglas, go over the ramp, and it's on the right side just before Folsom Street. Baker Benz.
Are you by Folsom Prison?
Not far.
Really?
Not far. Yeah, I probably should have been in there like 4 times already. I'm just kidding. Yeah, not far from Folsom Prison.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash did the song about it, right?
You should have been there for Killing the A's in '88. Hey,
that's right.
That was bad. Hey, it's not a long runway. It's a freaking aircraft carrier. Let's go. I love that comment.
That's true.
I love that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Americanos from Jetty in South LA are amazing. All right. We're going to rejoin everybody on the radio. I'm going to enjoy this rest of the donut. I'm going to Petros this rest of this donut. Petros is a verb for eating something really big.
Time slot terrorist. You can still find me on the iHeart Radio app.
So much fun on the YouTube during the breaks. If you're not with us, you got to get there during the commercial breaks. We flip over, talk everything. Talk
I
a little
saw
donuts.
You devour about half of that donut in the final 10 seconds.
I
don't even know if you chewed it.
Yeah, I didn't chew. I just completely swallowed it, which is not good. But talking donuts, we're talking.
How would Petros handle that?
Well, he would have just one bite. The whole donut down the gullet. Yeah.
Wow.
Right. I've seen him eat a bean and cheese burrito in 2 bites. Just
really?
One bite half, the other bite the other.
He's a pretty big man.
Yeah, but he's slender now. He does the whole yoga 7 days a week. And
no, I mean I don't mean fat. I mean
yeah.
he's a big dude.
Yeah, big dude. Big dude. He can.
I don't mean fat at all.
He eats a bean and cheese burrito like a 5-year-old,
and he's got a big voice, man.
Well, very booming.
Love
voice.
that guy.
Very booming.
Love that voice.
You got a booming voice as well, Steve, and hopefully the Dodgers are going to hear your voice and our voice tonight with Game 5 of this World Series. Don't forget, coming up between now and 9 o'clock, your chance to win Game 5 World Series tickets. If you wrote down all 7 code words from yesterday, when you hear the cue to call, you can recite those code words to Sax and I here on the air, and if you're right, you're going to win tickets to Game 5. But joining us now, he is the best insider out there. He's going to have to head back to Toronto, but that's okay. The Dodgers will have a chance to win the World Series in Toronto, as they are now tied up at 2 games apiece. Game 5 tonight with Blake Snell on the mound. First pitch at 5:08. Dave, good morning. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Getting ready to pack here, so I'm ready to go tomorrow morning to head back to Canada.
Dave, we heard your reports this morning. We heard you talking last night as well, and Dave Roberts said, "Yeah, I'll think about it, and I'll most likely make some changes to that lineup for Game 5." What do you expect the change or changes to be tonight in this Dodgers lineup?
Well, the biggest one would be to decide whether they continue with Andy Pages in center field. I mean, that's really the only lineup change you could consider that would be of any significance, because you're not going to, I think it would be a sign of panic if the Dodgers dropped Mookie Betts down in the lineup. I know he's struggling, but I kind of just feel like the Dodgers have to make a decision on what they value the most in Game 5 tonight, whether or not it's, the defense of Andy Pages, or deciding whether or not they should move Tommy Edman to center field, or possibly even bench Tommy Edman, who's had some poor at-bats in the first 4 games of this World Series. And, they're going to be facing a right-handed pitcher tonight, Vassegh, who at times can be kind of one of those right-handed pitchers like Bieber last night that's tougher on lefties than he is against righties. We saw Tommy Edman face him in Game 1 from the right side instead of the left side. But really, to me, it's a simple switch. Tommy Edman goes to center field. Miguel Rojas plays second base and hits ninth. And you got a guy that understands what the role is, what is necessary at the bottom of that order, because that's what Gavin Lux did so well last year. Getting on base, he wasn't flashy. He would get on base. He would hit a ball through the right side of the infield. He just understood who he was. And right now, the Dodgers are not turning that lineup over. Shohei Ohtani is coming up with the bases empty time and time again, which makes it a lot easier for the Blue Jays to pitch to him or even intentionally walk him.
Dave, good to be with you today. Just so you know, Dave, we got a really good picture of you up on the screen right now. I guess you're doing some kind of a report. You're looking good there, Dave. I tell you, this is a really good picture. You got to see it. I wish you could see this right now. But
Are you sure it's not a skinny fat guy picture, Steve?
No. It's a good picture of you. I guarantee you. It's a very professional picture of you in front of the camera. Dave, I gotta ask you. This is more of a comment. And I just wanted to see your reaction to what you have to say about this. I think it's going to be really rare that you see a Blake Snell come out and repeat what he did before, where he just didn't pitch bad, but he had some fits and starts with his control. I think that is past him now. Everybody can have a day like that. That's number one. I think the Blue Jays are in for a little bit of a different bent on the pitching side of it with Blake Snell. And secondly, the Dodger offense really has had a really good look at Vassegh. Now, he can get in trouble with his control as well. He doesn't have the experience that a Blake Snell has. I think you're looking at a divergence of 2 different pitchers right here, and I think the advantage goes to the Dodgers.
I'm with you, Steve. I believe the Dodgers win this game. It would have been ideal for them to win last night's game. I know a lot of people around baseball were texting me. They couldn't believe the Blue Jays actually stole that game from the Dodgers. But Blake told me a couple of days ago that, he just wasn't feeling 100% right with his mechanics in Game 1. And he feels a lot more confident that he's going to have better fastball command tonight in Game 5 and just be more of himself. So I have no doubt Blake Snell is going to deliver. And look, it's not just about the pitching, Steve. It's really about the Dodger offense.
No question.
I have no doubts Blake Snell's going to handle himself. But the Dodger offense has only scored 3 runs in their last 20 innings.
Wow.
They got to score some runs. And it sounded like Dave Roberts was a little envious of the Blue Jays' approach last night, because he said they were grinders. They used the entire field. They made contact. That's not the identity of his team, and we haven't seen that all postseason long. The Dodgers are waiting for a 3-run home run seemingly every game.
Mm-hmm. Dave, you mentioned it, Pages not producing, but behind Ohtani, Mookie Betts in this World Series, 0 RBIs, 3 for 19, I believe he is in this World Series. He's got to be more productive. And we saw it during the regular season when they didn't want any part of Ohtani. Mookie made him pay a lot of the times in that next at bat. He's got to be better, or else that walk of Ohtani doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, and also it makes them pitch Ohtani more aggressively, knowing they got Mookie behind them. And look, Mookie is a great player, but the fact is he needs to be more than just another guy on this team. And going back to the championship series, he is just 5 for his last 34. He only has 1 extra base hit. He hasn't driven in a run since the NLDS, so they need him. They need Mookie Betts to be a real factor the rest of this World Series. And, I think he just has to enjoy the moment and not put so much pressure on himself, considering how many guys he has around him. I'm not seeing the joy of Mookie Betts right now. And when he's not enjoying the moment and playing the game with that type of freed up, he puts too much pressure on himself. And hopefully somebody can get into his ear. I know when things kind of clicked for him the last 50 games of the regular season, JD Martinez helped him with the hitting, and his wife Brianna kind of got his psyche in the right spot, just told him to enjoy the game, and really that's when his season turned around. So hopefully that can happen again. Can we get JD Martinez on a bird to Canada?
Right.
I think somebody should do that. Get JD Martinez off the fishing boat and get him to Canada ASAP.
Yeah, got you, Dave. Hey, you know what else I'm looking at too is the element of speed, Dave. This team has so many great ways to beat you, the Dodgers. Look at they got past the Phillies without hitting home runs. They got past the Blue Jays, the Brewers that had the most wins of anybody in baseball. I want to see some speed on display. I want to see some testing the ability of Alejandro Kirk to get off of the off of his haunches and go get a ball that he just blocked. I know he can throw, but how good is he getting off of that belly and going and getting the ball and throwing to second base? I want to see him challenge this guy and make that happen. Get in the way of some luck that's coming your way and do it with speed.
I would love that, Steve, if somebody could get on base, right?
No, Dave, do you see what I'm saying? I want to see him invent.
You got to put runners in motion to create
luck's
some
gonna
offense.
matter. Luck's going to matter. It's going to matter. Luck is going to come into it, and the way you get into it to have that happen is you have it hit you in the face. You just got to get in its way, and speed has a way of doing that.
I'm with you. The Dodgers don't really have a lot of individual speed, but they have team speed. They're really good at going first to third.
Absolutely.
I thought maybe an opportunity to put runners in motion was first and second, 1 out last night in the 6th inning, where the Dodgers had Muncy and Edman coming up, and they had runners at first and second and 1 out. When your offense is struggling, you've got to do things, as you know, Steve, to try to open up some holes and create something. But Muncy flied out, and Tommy Edman struck out, so I'm not sure how well that would have worked. I thought that was the key inning and a great opportunity. Once they got Bieber on the ropes and out of the game, I just couldn't believe that Max Muncy swung at the first pitch against Mason Fluharty when he just came into the game. That was just not like him.
Dave, we appreciate you jumping on this morning. Enjoy your cup of coffee from wherever it may be this morning. And we'll.
I'm going to La La Land for coffee, my cold brew today.
Ooh, La La Land. Okay.
La La Land. Okay.
Right. No
Dave, this picture of you I just alluded to is you sitting in front of the camera and you have a cast on your arm. You have a cast on
It's from Milwaukee, Dave, after the slide.
It's a sentimental look, and I think we got to send it to Snellzilla and let you get some sentimental love from your bromate.
I love that. I gave Snellzilla a pep talk the other day. He'll be ready. Right. Don't worry about Snellzilla. Get those bats woken up and get these freaking fans on their feet. If you're showing up tonight, I don't want a siesta at Dodger Stadium. I want it to be loud and proud.
Good advice right there. Good advice.
Thanks, David. Great stuff. We'll see you later today.
Steve.
Okay. Thank you, David. I love it. He's right.
One and only David
Hey,
Vassegh.
you know what I noticed?
What's that?
I think what he was couching in his description, I've talked to Snellzilla.
Mm-hmm.
I think there was maybe a shoulder rub in there to relax and have a nice conversation.
Well, hopefully not on the left shoulder, because that's the throwing shoulder. The last one we want is pinching something. And
but I think there was some, I think it was good. I think it all worked out.
I think Sky Felix brings up a great point. The fans will get on their feet if the team performs. Got to give them something to get on their feet for.
He's right.
You can't ask 50,000 people to get you motivated to win a game. You better come and motivate yourself and use the crowd to take it to the next level.
Well, what I'm glad about is he did guarantee a Snellzilla performance tonight. So that's good.
He is Steve Sachs. I'm Tim Cates. 2 hours down, 1 to go. Still to come, your chance to win Game 5 World Series tickets. We'll get some phone calls coming up, and we're going to go live on YouTube as we go to commercial break here on AM 570 LA Sports.
From the grit.
We're back on YouTube, Facebook, here on AM 570 LA Sports. I'm Tim Cates, along with Steve Sachs, who has walked away from his office in Northern California yet again. Probably getting up and maybe walking the dogs during the commercial break. Who knows? Maybe getting another cup of Americano that he likes to drink. Thanks to, again, our friends at Strauss, Strauss, Strauss.com. Proud partner here of AM 570 LA Sports' World Series coverage. From the field to the work site, make sure you're taking Strauss with you wherever you may go. We got 1 more hour to go here on this Wednesday morning. Again, coverage of Game 5 will start at noon with Rogan and Rodney out at the stadium, followed by Petros and Money. I'll have Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck at 4 p.m., first pitch at 5:08. And the Dodgers need Blake Snell to deal. But it's more than that. As David Vassegh alluded to, the Dodgers offense needs to get going. And this Dodgers offense needs to string together hits, and they need to start putting up numbers on the scoreboard consistently. You can't give 1 run and expect a 1-run game to last, because the Toronto Blue Jays are just going to just get hits and string together hits, because that's what they do. And the Dodgers rely on slug way too much. And when you get to the postseason, you've got to evolve a little bit offensively. You can't stay as a one-trick pony. You've got to adjust, especially during the heat of a game as it's being dictated. Adjust. That's what, 6th inning, 7th inning last night, in which the Dodgers had some traffic on the base pass. It was the 6th inning. You've got to figure out a way to get some runs across, whether it's 1 or 2 more or more than that. You've got to string together more hits, and the Dodgers just couldn't do it. Again, welcome to all those on YouTube, Facebook, and X. Wow, we are getting near 700 again. Thank you so much. Even if you're just taking us with you and you got us in your car and you're not watching, that's all right. You're listening, and we appreciate that. 1 more hour to go. Jerry Harrison Jr. is going to join us at the bottom of the hour. And if you got all 7 of those code words, make sure you keep listening, because it's coming up very soon here. We'll give you the chance to call in and win those Game 5 tickets for tonight's game. Blake Snell and Trey Savage, the pitching matchup. No matter what happens tonight, this series is going back to Toronto for Game 6 on Friday. Now, whoever wins tonight, certainly 1 win away from winning a World Series, and will have a leg up on whoever is down 3-2, because that team's got to win 2 games in a row on Friday and Saturday. So you want to win tonight, go back to Toronto, which you hate to do, but you're going to go back to Toronto, and you put yourself in the best situation, having to win 1 game in 2 in Rogers Center. All right, Saxy, what did you go out and get a little run in? Did you get like a half-mile run in? What happened here?
Gullet. So,
say again. You got more food down the gullet?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, sustenance. Little necessary food.
Okay. Well,
I got my coffee.
I'm staring at it now. 9 more donuts in a box.
If I was there, there'd be 4 left.
You know what? I really don't
believe
you. For a guy
I'm
whose
serious.
body is a temple, and when you flex, there's veins popping out that we've never heard of before.
Tim,
like fault lines in California, you got veins just popping out. And
really,
and
you got to
you're
see
talking
Bo
about,
Jackson if you think I got it.
And here you are talking about how many donuts you're getting. All right, we're gonna rejoin everybody on the radio here real quick, Saxy.
All right,
here we go. Sax and Cates in the AM, AFI 70 LA Sports. Man, the commercial breaks are a lot of fun. If you're not with us on YouTube, X, Facebook, make sure you do that. Whether you're driving around, you're at work, you're at home, just flip it on YouTube. Just flip it on X, Facebook. Take us with you. Even if you're just listening in your car, a lot of cars don't have AM radios anymore. That's all right. Listen on the iHeart radio app.
That's bad.
It is awful.
Put an AM radio in there.
But if you don't have one, you can take us with you. I mean, YouTube's audio, video.
On
you
your
can
phone,
listen to us
on the app, right?
That's right. iHeart radio app. Take it with us.
I got it right here on my phone, Tim. Listen, when you're on your phone, I don't even use my Google in my phone. I use it on in my car.
Mm-hmm.
I have it there.
Right.
I never use it. I use my phone.
Speaking of your phone right now, if I were to say, call the most famous person in your phone right now, Steve Sachs, who are you calling? And who would pick up, you think? If you called them, they'd pick up and be like, yo, what's up, Saxy? How you doing? What's going on, man?
I don't know. You want me to look through here?
I mean, is there a name that pops to mind besides Dusty Baker? Is there a name that, you can call up and they would be like, instead of going right to voicemail, like, I don't know who this is, or going, hey, who's this? I don't know your number. They'd be like, oh, what's up, Saxy? How you doing, man?
Tim, can I call you? I'll call you.
That doesn't count. I'm nobody. And you can't call the barista at your local Starbucks.
And I probably exclude athletes, right? Because that's too easy.
No, it can be ex-athletes. It can be whatever you want,
I mean,
you want to call Don Mattingly right now and
I could call Don Mattingly right now. I could wake him up.
I texted him the other day and he never texted me back, by the way.
Really? I got his number right here. Yeah. I'll tell you what his number is. I'll tell you the first number, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Mattingly.
You don't have to go. Let's not give it out, by the way.
No, we're not going to give it out. Don would kill me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. Let's see. Don Mattingly. You are.
I mean, do you have Bo Jackson's number?
Oh, yeah. I just have it under Bo.
What? You got Bo Jackson's number? We've been doing this 9 years and you haven't
Hang on a second.
Bo Jackson?
Yeah, I got Bo Jackson's number.
Why haven't we had Bo Jackson on the show?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should have him on.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. I don't know.
Next time you're here, you're gonna hand me your phone. I'm just gonna start writing down numbers out of your Rolodex.
I gotta take it out though, so you can't see it.
Okay, yeah. What's the name? I can't see the name. Does that say? What does that say? Don Mattingly. There you go. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Hang on a second. Let me show you. See if I got another one in here.
That's a pretty good name. I mean, he's relevant right now because he's coaching the Toronto Blue Jays. While you're looking for that number, let's go out to the phones. 866-987-2570. Daniel in West Covina. How you feeling today, Daniel? What's going on?
Hey guys. I'm feeling a little nervous. The bats are feeling a little cold from yesterday. I don't know if it was just after 18 innings of basically 2 games of baseball. I was wondering what you guys feel. You think Mookie and Pajes can wake up, get some magic done so we can get to game 6 and just put a bow on it and finish it? What do you guys think?
I hope so. I hope they can get a great outing tonight and the offense wakes up. By the way, you did just show us you do have Bo Jackson's numbers. That's pretty impressive. So,
well, yeah.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm a little
How about Michael Jordan?
Excuse me?
Michael Jordan?
No, you don't.
Well, okay.
All right.
Let's see.
No. I don't even put it up on the screen. I don't even want like your hand to slip out of the way.
Oh my God, that'd be terrible.
Yeah, that's not. But I mean, okay.
Bert Blyleven? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if let's say you called Jordan, not that you would, you don't have to show stuff. Don't show.
I was teammates with him now.
I know, but if you to call up right now and you started dialing, it's Bo or Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Does MJ pick up and go, yo, what's up, Saxy?
No, probably not. He'd say, who's this? I was teammates with you. When? Okay, you probably don't take me off the list.
No,
you might say that. I don't know.
But you got the number. That's impressive. That is impressive. Let's keep going on the phones again. Keep listening for your chance to win Game 5 tickets. If you wrote down all 7 code words, you have a chance. Mark in Placentia got a great question for you, Saxy. Mark, go ahead. What's on your mind?
Well, good morning, gentlemen. Tim and Steve. Steve, you are the greatest, man. I love hearing your voice still. Love that great grit that you still have. You know what? What would Tommy do in this situation? How would he go into the clubhouse either the night before the big game or today's big game? How would he handle it? How would he act? Would he make any changes? Go Dodgers.
All right.
Okay.
That's a good question. Thank you, Mark.
It's a good question,
How
Mark.
would Tommy approach tonight's Game 5?
He would probably get the team together and he said, all right, listen, fellas, last night for dinner, I had a spectacular spread. I had 2 bowls of goat milk, 17 dead pheasants, 4 tire irons, and 16 bottles of swamp water, and I feel super. That's what he might say.
Is that going to motivate you guys?
Yeah. No, he would come in. Tommy did have more team meetings than most managers, but they were effective because they were all different. They weren't the same, and that's when they lose the effectiveness is when they're all the same. So he had them all different, So he would come in and he speak from the heart, and he got his word across.
Let's take another call before we clear the lines and try to get a winner. Thomas in Corona, thanks for being patient. How you doing, Thomas?
Good. Thank you guys for taking my call. Tim, you're on fire today. I'm totally frustrated, just like you expressed your frustrations as well. Ohtani can't do it by himself. We get all that. I mean, we believe that Blake Snell is going to have his A game today, and the Dodgers just need to win 2 out of the next 3. So I guess my question to both of you guys is, in 2020, it was Corey Seager that was on fire.
Yeah.
It seemed to be carrying the team, getting the hits at all the right times. Last year, it was Freddie Freeman hitting 1 home run after the other every single game, but he was getting it done. So who do you guys think is going to step up in the next 2 out of 3 games here?
It better be Mookie Betts. That's who I want it to be, Steve, because he hasn't taken that game to the next level. He hasn't risen to be an MVP type player here in the World Series, but there's still time. There's potentially 3 games left. If you win the next 2 and you wipe out the Blue Jays and you do it with Mookie Betts producing and being that offensive weapon and driving in runs, in my opinion, the MVP is still wide open right now on the Dodgers.
It is.
And that, to me, also leads to somebody raising their hand and saying, I'll be that guy. There's still time.
And there might be a guy like a Max Muncy that can change the game with one swing of the bat. Is there enough time for just a couple of games for, a guy that just moves the ball around here and there to win it? Maybe. It could be. If he comes up with a couple significant hits, yeah. But I think it's going to be a big thumper. Like, Mookie Betts can do that. He can thump as well. And so can a guy like Max Muncy. So we'll see, maybe in some small way, not a small way, but in just one game, I guess you could say, we saw Will Smith come up with a huge hit. That was a game changer. Maybe it's a guy like Will Smith that does it.
I would love for it to be anybody at this point. Somebody to raise their hand and take this team offensively and carry them, whether it's tonight or whether it's for the next 2 games or whether it's for the next 3 games. Somebody needs to go on a heater the next couple of games here for the Dodgers and get them going offensively. You cannot sit back and say, we've got a unicorn at the top of our lineup in Shohei Ohtani. He'll take care of it.
And he's going to do it.
Oh, no, yeah. Shohei will hit the home runs and drive in 5. Somebody else needs to say, screw this. I'll be the guy to carry it. I want the MVP of the World Series.
That's it. I mean, that's about all there is to it. I mean, let's say it's going to be a guy that you didn't expect, but what I would love to see, I don't expect it because the team isn't built that way, but I would like to see a spreading out, a more collective type of a team that put some hits together. Yeah. This team is built to slug, Tim. There's a difference between a team that can, kill you by 1,000 cuts. A base hit here, you get on an infield hit, you hit one in the gap, you get on an air, 2 walks, and pretty soon a sacrifice fly. The team doesn't do that. The team gets a guy on. It's more station to station, although they can run. but it's more station to station, and then the big blast. And then you got 3 or 4 runs, and they do it twice a game, and they put up 8 runs. That's how the team's built.
Right. But when you're not getting that done,
you got to find a way to manufacture a run.
Absolutely.
And they know how to do that. They know how to do it. They know hitting the ball to the right side listen, when you got a guy on second base or a guy at second and third and nobody out, you know what's a great play? A great play?
What's that?
Is a bunt. I mean, putting the ball down on the right side, a safety squeeze, if you will. The guy on third base has to read the bunt. You lay a bunt down to the right side. The guy on third reads the bunt. If he can score, he scores. The guy that bunts is out. But you got 1 run in. You got the runner on second that went to third. Now you can either do it again, or you can hit a sac fly. You can hit a base hit, pass ball, an error, catcher's interference. You can go on down the line. But there's an example: second and third, nobody out. Safety squeeze, and then a sacrifice fly. You got 2 runs. I mean, would you trade that for two runs for that? Absolutely.
Instead, what we saw was Alex Call come up in a situation the other night.
Okay. You want me to chat my behind?
Yes, please.
When you go up to bat and you take 3 strikes and you sit down, don't even get me started. I will rip my desk up right now.
Is that worse, or going up there and hitting a pop-up in foul territory to Vlad Guerrero down the first base line?
At least you swung the frickin' bat. You go up there and you take 3. What are you, a statue?
Yeah.
Swing the bat.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and take 3 strikes. Shoot. Anybody can do that.
866-987-2570. We're clearing the lines right now. Caller 10 is going to have a chance to win tickets to Game 5. Caller 10 right now, 866-987-2570. If this person doesn't get them, we'll go to the next caller. But if you can tell me all 7 code words from yesterday on AFI 70 LA Sports, you're going to Game 5 of the World Series. 866-987-2570. Caller 10 will be our first try. If that person can name all 7 code words, they're going to Dodger Stadium tonight. Our coverage here on AFI 70 brought to you by Strauss. From the field to the work site, Strauss powers everything on AFI 70 LA Sports. We'll give away those tickets next. We'll hear from Jerry Harrison Jr. and we'll get Steve's keys. A little nervous. I got to be honest with you, Dodger fans. How you feeling as well? I'm a little nervous. Tied 2-2. It's a best-of-3 series. The Dodgers' offense hasn't been there. Dodgers' starting pitching's been good, but not great. Ooh, we'll get into it.
We need a blowout, Tim. A blowout game.
We need one of those desperately, and we're going to give away the tickets next. AFI 70 LA Sports. All the people watching on YouTube and Facebook, we'll be live with you in just a second. Oh, we're back on YouTube and Facebook, and it feels so good to be with our people here in the chat room. Mookie's not nervous. Why should we be nervous? I've been nervous before every game except for Game 2 because of Yama on the mound. I've got confidence in Snell. What are the 7 words? I only got 2 of them. Well, you should have been listening.
We can't say that, Tim.
And I give you plenty of time, by the way. I told you to go back and listen on the podcast. Whether it's Scam or Rogan and Rodney or at 3:45 p.m. For Petro Some Money. They gave away both code words. Carl, does that say Carl? It says, we got this, Tim. Okay. Blue Hammer coming tonight. Drew H says, Scam! Love that. Why not Hai-Sung Kim? Yeah, that's a good option. He's got the speed. Okay. He's a slap hitter. He's a guy who can put the bunt down. I think
there you go.
I go with Miguel Rojas. That's my guy.
Is Kim's second base, right?
He's second base. Yeah, he's played a little bit of center field as well. They had him try that out just so he can be. I mean, you have to be able to play multiple positions if you're a Dodger.
Today's
now.
Game, you have to.
Call me old school, but there are so many fans in attendance who literally look at their phones the entire time, and their butts are in the seats. It's crazy. Well, that's what you get when you get to the World Series. It's like when you go to the Super Bowl. The fans. True fans, not necessarily are in the seats anymore. They're watching at home because they get priced out, or the fans aren't able to get those tickets because they're gobbled up by corporate America. That's just how it is, unfortunately, nowadays. Why not Saks? Have another donut, Tim? No, I am not having another donut. Not until at least after 9 o'clock. I got the words, please take my call. Well, it's not up to me. It's caller 10. So if you're caller 10, you're going to win those tickets.
Yeah.
So where are you watching the game tonight, Saxy? Will you be dialed in at the Sax Compound there in Northern California watching?
Yeah, I will be on my couch.
Okay.
Watching the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I like to watch it by myself.
You don't get absolutely distraught listening to John Smoltz break down a game. I'm not a Smoltz fan, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay. But I used to have like fight night, like when the fights were on. I'd have all my friends. They'd bring their wives, and everybody come over. And I, after about 3 times of doing that, because I want to hear the broadcaster talk about the intricate details of the fight, and everybody's yapping behind me, talking about how they went shopping and what they had for lunch, and what this guy said and what that gal said. And pretty soon, I just said, I'm not having fight night anymore, because I was telling everybody to shut their trap, because I want to hear the fight. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
And they're so loud. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I watch it by myself.
I don't blame you.
So I watch it by myself.
I don't like viewing parties. I don't like going to a fight and hearing some guy give his thoughts while the fight's happening. It's like,
and then they're in the back, trying to demonstrate how the guy should have thrown the punch. Really? Right? Get in the ring with them. You would last like no time. You'd be knocked out in 1 second.
You've never been in a fight in your life, and you're sitting here telling me why the jab's not working against the left.
Exactly. Well, because you got to do this, and look, he's not turning it over. Really? Yeah, get in there with him.
Yeah. From Sports Illustrated, Alex Rodriguez calls out one Dodger star for not helping Shohei Ohtani, and that was Mookie Betts. Oh, interesting. I didn't see that.
Okay.
But okay, A-Rod calling people out. Can Saxy get a couple of base knocks tonight for us?
I'll do it for half the price too.
For half the price. Let's see. I've been coaching softball these past few games, and today we finally have a day off, so I'm watching the entire game at home. Yeah, congratulations.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
Good. We do have caller 10, and we have a backup just in case this person does not win. Chris says I was caller 8 and I'm not a happy face. Sorry about that. It's luck, just like tonight in like this World Series. It's luck. If you were
if I were them, 10. Tim, I would just say, hey, I'm caller 10. I would just say I'm caller 10.
That's not bad.
It
wouldn't work because
little fib.
Zach over here is making sure we got legit winners online ready to go. Clear the lines again so I can win. Ha ha ha. Laugh out loud. No, not going to do that. This series goes back to Toronto, and based on the people yesterday out of Dodger Stadium, Steve, not a lot of people, and I say people, media people, those who are in the traveling party, those who work day to day the broadcast. Radio and TV, we're not looking forward to going back to a Toronto for a game 6 or game 6 and 7. So they were really hoping the Dodgers.
Well, they did apply for the job.
They did, but
part of the job.
I know selfishly you're thinking, okay, what's ahead of me? Oh, we can win this thing at home, go into the off season, but now we got a 5-hour flight again back to Toronto that's staring us right in the face.
And then 6 hours back.
Yeah, that's again,
it's slower. It's slower going west.
Because you're flying against the circular
jet stream.
Yeah.
Jet stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine if it was I don't want to, kind of throw a fly in the ointment, but if this was Seattle, you'd have like an hour and a half flight.
Yeah, it would be much nicer. And I think that's why a lot of people who I was talking to after the ALCS was wrapping up wanted it to be the Seattle Mariners and not the Toronto Blue Jays. So other people in the media who are more about showing people what they're doing off the field instead of what's actually happening there when they're covering the team are excited about going to Toronto because they now get to go out into the city and show
selfies.
People. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here's me. Here's a needle behind me.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Is there still a place in Toronto called the Loose Moose?
I will look it up. We're going to come back right here on the radio side as well and give away these tickets. So stand by. Here on AM 570 LA Sports. Thanks for being with us on this Wednesday morning as we lead you up to Game 5 of the World Series. Dodgers and the Blue Jays all tied up at 2 games apiece. It is best of 7, now best of 3 World Series matchup as they play tonight and then have to go back to Toronto. Either way, they're going back to Toronto, whether it's for 1 or 2, depending on what happens tonight and what happens on Friday night. We'll have it for you right here on AM 570 LA Sports. Thanks to David Vassegh for joining us. We'll talk to Jerry Harrison Jr. coming up in just a couple of minutes. But if you were listening yesterday to AM 570 LA Sports, like we told you to be listening, we told you to be listening for the 7 code words that were given out all day long. How many? 7 code words, beginning with 3 from Saxon K to the AM, 2 more from Rogan and Rodney, and then 2 from Petros and Money. Now, if you are a real diehard listener, if you weren't listening live or missed them, because you can't listen every second, we'd like you to, but you can't. Could always gone back to the podcast. We didn't take them out of the podcast.
So you're asking them to cheat?
Well, it's not cheating. It's just the alternate way of finding it out. I mean, if we really wanted
resourceful, maybe
if we really wanted to be jerks, we would have gone back and cut it out of the podcast. So you had to be listening live, but we didn't. And
little resourceful.
Yeah. So you could have gone back and listened and got all 7 code words. We asked for caller 10, and we got a couple of callers here. We got caller 10, and we got a couple of backups just in case. Caller 11, 12, and 13, in case caller 10 cannot get all 7 code words. So Zach screened the calls. He went in order. Saw him screen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's how many phone lines we've got, 9. And so the 10th caller goes back to the top on line 1. And this is Lisa in LA. You are caller 10. And here we go. You have a chance if you know all 7 code words from yesterday. I don't need them in order, but if you have them in order, that would be actually great. But if you have all 7 code words, slowly and coherently, please give me the 7 code words from AM 570 LA Sports yesterday. And if you are correct, Lisa, you are going to Game 5 of the World Series. All right, here we go. Give them to me.
Manager.
Yes.
Single.
Yes.
Umpire. Home run.
Yes.
Bullpen. Error.
Hold on. That's 6 out of 7. What's the last one? What's the 7th one?
Lasorda.
Yes, you got it. Congratulations, Lisa in Los Angeles. You did it. Thank you for listening, Lisa.
Proud, Jack. Loud and proud at the game tonight.
Oh
wow. How many tickets does she get, Tim?
She gets 2. Her and a guest. Who are you taking, Lisa? Who's the lucky person going with you?
Oh, it's going to have to be a lottery amongst my family and my friends. Oh, my God.
Good for you. Maybe you need to do code words with your family and see who can get the code words out of them in the next couple of hours. You listened. You listened all day yesterday, and you got all 7 words.
This year, oh my God, you guys have no idea.
Lisa, what do you think of Scam?
I will be screaming Scam the whole night. Wait, you guys, thank you so much for doing the YouTube, because iHeart Radio on the app plays Dan Patrick. So I have to watch you guys on YouTube this morning, every morning.
Oh, Lisa. By the way, speaking of YouTube, there's already a list of people who said, great job, Lisa. Take me. Great job, Lisa. I'll go. How awesome. Have a blast. Take me. Lisa, I'm your second cousin. Take me.
Yeah,
hey,
now
Lisa,
they're Lisa's
remember
friend.
me. I'm family. Lisa,
Yes.
I'm available. Aunt Lisa, take me.
Yeah.
You've got a bunch of people
Lisa.
that want to go with you, Lisa. Congratulations. Were you listening to all the shows yesterday and writing them down as they were being announced?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Awesome. When you get done, we're gonna put you on hold, and Zach's gonna get all your information. Lisa, congratulations to you, whoever you may take. And when you get done, hop back on YouTube and get in the chat room there. Let everybody know who you are, and they'll congratulate you. So congratulations from Steve and I. Congratulations there to Lisa in Los Angeles. Very cool.
Great.
Very
That's
cool.
Great. That's the way it should be.
Yeah. That is all. We had a lot of people that were listening all day yesterday. Thank you for doing that. And sorry if you're not able to win, but we do appreciate you listening. And of course, you can listen to every game right here on AM 570 LA Sports, as our coverage is powered by Strauss, all World Series long, from the field to the work site. Strauss, STRAUSS.com. And you see that beautiful logo on the helmets there.
But they say it like Strauss.
Yes, our friends at Strauss.
Tim, how many more friends do you think Lisa's got right now?
Lisa is probably got everybody she knows listening right now and calling her and texting her.
More relatives, you think?
Oh, relatives, neighbors, coworkers are really where it's at, right? Because you're around those people every single day, more than your family. You talk to your family, you text with your family.
See them on the weekend.
But the coworkers are the ones you really see. And so once they know Lisa won, You know, you've got the lady next to her in the cubicle or the guy down the hall or whoever. They're all chatting her up right now.
Yeah.
And want to go to the game with her. And again, it's a 5 o'clock game. So make sure you get there in time, Lisa. And when you get there, make sure you're cheering and make sure you have a great time. 866-987-2570. We got time. We'll get to more of your phone calls. Steve's Keys coming up in just a couple of minutes, as well as we'll check in with Jerry Harrison Jr. here in a moment from Sportsnet LA. Saw him out at the game yesterday. I've been seeing Nomar Garcia-Parra out at Dodger Stadium a lot. Good friend Oral Hershiser was out at Dodger Stadium yesterday. MLB Network's out there. It is a casting. The Commissioner of Baseball, Rob Manfred's been out there as well. Current former players are in attendance watching these games. Sydney Sweeney, the actress, was out at the Dodger game yesterday. It is, how about your favorite people? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were out at the Dodger game last night.
Tim, I just had breakfast, please.
You just, what do you mean?
I don't want to lose my breakfast.
I thought you were a big royal family. Like you stayed up for all the weddings and stuff, which started like midnight.
Well, they're not part of the family.
Well, they got out of it, right?
Well, they were kicked out of it.
Wow, kicked out, wanted out. You know, let's not let the details get in the way. But
yeah. Oh, I stay up night and I watch all those things about it. I watch the royal. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm just not.
Well, I can tell you they were there.
Okay.
Kobe Bryant's wife Vanessa was there and daughters sitting down there by Magic. So it was a who's who last night. You got Justin Bieber the night before.
They get a ton of celebrities come out.
Some guy named Brad Pitt was there last night. They showed his name up on the Jumbotron, and so I Googled who he was.
Oh, you had to
Brad
Google
Pitt
that
was
guy.
there. Yeah, he was sitting next to Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right.
So
I like Brad Pitt. Good actor. Seems like a great guy.
Everybody says he's a big megastar. I don't see it.
Really?
Yeah,
I see it. Why not?
I'm not sure. But I'll tell you who is a mega superstar. And he was walking around the field yesterday, and I was looking with my binoculars from the suite level where we were doing the pregame show.
You stalk him?
I was stalking him yesterday, and I saw him going up and saying hi to everybody and slapping hands and giving hugs, and that is the one and only Jerry Harrison Jr. from Sportsnet LA. Jay Hare now joins us here before Game 5 of the World Series. Jay Hare, it's been kind of cool out there, the World Series, the environment, current, former players, the commissioners out there, all the celebrities. You have to expect this, right? This is LA. It's the World Series. The best of the best are there.
Yeah, it is the World Series. It is LA. And first and foremost, great to talk to you guys, Saxy and
yes,
Casey.
Sir, Jerry.
And listen, the environment at Dodger Stadium really is unlike any other. It's perfect weather, great baseball weather. The stars are out. And first of all, Brad Pitt is a superstar. I don't know what you're thinking.
I know. I'm just kidding.
He is. He's great.
I couldn't think of who he was when I saw him.
The only problem I've had, going around Dodger Stadium with so many different, celebrities there because it is the World Series. For whatever reason, I've gotten mistaken for Denzel Washington. I keep telling these fans I'm not Denzel. I'm not Denzel. During the regular season, even in playoffs, they recognize me. But
and Jerry Denzel Washington tells everybody, "I'm not Jerry Harrison. I'm not." Jerry Harrison.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Yeah,
Jerry,
go ahead, Tim.
I was just going to say that last night, a game the Dodgers, I think, let get away. They got a good performance from Shohei Ohtani. He put up zeros after that Vlad Guerrero 2-run home run, kept it at a 2-1 game. What is going on with this offense? Where is the offense 1 through 9? A home run here, great, from Freddie Freeman that wins game 3 in 18 innings. But over the course of this World Series, even going back to the NLCS, pitching has won them in games, but they need some offense eventually here, and they're running out of time.
Extremely disappointed. Game 1, I kind of expected a little bit because the Dodgers were, had such that long layoff, and then they were coming in to Toronto, a red-hot Blue Jays offense, and they've been playing great baseball. So Game 1, I kind of expected that would probably go the Blue Jays' way. I was very surprised, especially after that 18-inning game, the Dodgers were able to win that ball game. I thought the momentum would be on the Dodgers side, especially offensively. Extremely disappointed. In the 6th inning, the Dodgers were down 2-1. We're only able to scratch out 1 run against Bieber. Listen, no disrespect to Bieber, but he's coming off of Tommy John, trying to find his footing. He was an absolute beast, and he will be a beast again in this game.
but I was really surprised we weren't unable to string at bats together and put maybe 3 or 4 runs and maybe get to that bullpen, early on in the ball game. Very surprised. But on the flip side, the Blue Jays, man, they have that old school approach, not looking for the long ball. Even though they did hit the long ball with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. because he did get a hanging breaking ball. Really the only mistake show he made last night. But collectively, they're at bat. Jimenez at bat, runners on second and third when they brought in Banda. That just goes to show that's their type of at-bats they take collectively all the time. And I think that kind of hurt a little bit watching them take at-bats last night and making adjustments, just worrying about putting the ball in play, and they were able to win the ball game. And I'm hoping the Dodgers, have that pass the baton, not really worried about the slug, and put good at-bats together collectively and hopefully, get 10, 12, 13 hits and have about 5 or 6 runs on the board tonight.
Jerry, good to be with you today. By the way, I wanted to tell you, they got a great photo of you as well up here on Sacks in the Morning. Scam!
We're on YouTube as well, Jerry. And
you got to check it out, Jerry.
There's a graphic of you as we're talking to you. It says Jerry Harrison on the phone right now.
Got your handsome face. You're absolutely
yoked. Looking good.
Yoked on this. You look great. I mean, it's a great picture of you, Jerry. Just so
I work out. I work out. You know that.
Of course. We
How's
all
the golf game, Jay? Here, get any better?
You know what? I can't get over that hump. I'm sitting at a 2.5 index, which is a 4 handicap. But I can't,
listen to him. 4 handicap.
Get over that hump. Can't get over that hump.
Can't get over it, Jerry. Just can't quite get on the tour yet. Oh my God. Hey, Jerry. More of just a conversation piece with you instead of asking you a question. But I agree with you. I'm looking at the team. Jerry, you and I both played. You played 16 years of Major League Baseball. We both know how hard it is to hit. I know that's not an excuse. But you know what? I understand that it's just not that easy. I understand Mookie. Nobody cares more about this than Mookie Betts. He wished that more than anything that he could turn this thing around. I think he will. But you're looking at a 2 completely different teams. I'm seeing Jimenez over there. How about Ernie Clement? What do you think his collective exit velocity is during the season? How about Varsho? I know he can hit the ball out of the park, but he gives you good at bats. This team hits the ball everywhere. I want to see the Dodgers, challenge, Ernie Kirk, actually Alejandro Kirk, when he's down in the squat and he goes down and blocks the ball. If it's a dirt ball, go. How fast can you move that mass to get in a throwing position? By that time, you're sliding into second. I want to see the Dodgers challenge the outfield, go from first to third, go from first to home, and kind of make them make plays. I know they had to play out Freddie at home play, but for the most part, put the pressure on these guys, spread it out. How about a safety squeeze once in a while when you got second and third, nobody out. Make things.
I agree. I agree.
They can do it. They got past the Phillies. They got past Milwaukee doing things like this.
Without question. Listen, I know Don Mattingly very well. He was my manager here with the Dodgers. I know Saxy. I know you know Donnie as well.
Yep.
And just talking with him and knowing his brand of baseball, he's the bench coach, and that's their philosophy there with the Blue Jays. You can see it, how they play the game with this Blue Jay team. Like I said earlier, that Jimenez at bat told me everything.
Yes.
Alejandro Kirk, I believe it was the first game against us. He had first, anytime there's a runner on first, he tries to shoot the hole. Every time. This guy
every single time he does.
Every time. I go, that's such an old school approach. And last night, Ty France, who has a lot of power. Ty France obviously has had a really good career. He's off the bench with this team with the Blue Jays. Last night he had first and third. All he was thinking about is trying to shoot that hole. I'm like, oh my God, Ty France is doing that. He has bought in. Now he grounded out to second base, but you could see him make the conscious effort trying to shoot the hole, but he was able to get the RBI because contact is king. 90 feet matters here in the World Series.
A productive out matters.
See them, and here's the thing, and I think this is where you're getting at. Listen, we all know how hard it is to hit. We all know. Kike had a great at-bat, getting in that sacrifice fly.
Yes.
Those are the type of bats I know the Dodger players can do. We've seen it so many times, and we're hoping that happens tonight. understanding, hey, contact is king. Let's try to work at bats, have those productive at bats. You're not always going to get hit because we know hitting is really, really difficult. But if we have those great at bats, that goes on to the next guy, and then the next guy, and then the next guy, and then it catches fire. And that's when we have that 4 or 5 run inning. I'm hoping this Dodger team 1 through 9 is able to do that. Don't worry about chasing slug. Don't worry about that. That will be there when you have productive at-bats. And I'm hoping guys like Mookie Betts, maybe we all know Mookie tries too hard at times. I'd rather have a guy try too hard than not try. But Mookie Betts, I'm hoping he uses that top hand a little bit more because I see that barrel dropping a little bit more than in this past week to 10 days as it was, because he had a red-hot September. Great second half. Use that top hand a little more. Think line drive, backspin that ball to right center field. And when you do that, when Mookie Betts is using his top hand, he is as good a hitter as there is in the big leagues.
Jerry, final thing for me. Dave Roberts last night said after the game he's going to think about it, and there's going to probably be a little bit of a shakeup in the lineup. Is that shakeup Andy Pages not in the lineup tonight, and maybe Miggy Rowe inserted in the lineup tonight?
I think that's a strong possibility. I absolutely love Andy Pages. He should have been an all-star this year. I think what we're seeing, he may be fatigued or tired because every at-bat you see the bat head dropping. His back shoulders collapsing, his backside's collapsing, and you're getting a fly ball to right field. So, he needs to really get on top of that ball. When he was getting on top of the ball, he was driving all fields, had a great two-strike approach, but you're seeing every at-bat just about. His backside is collapsing, and anytime that bat head drops, actually, this, it is so hard to cover the fastball. I mean, that's impossible to cover the fastball. The only pitch you can hit is that hanging breaking ball or that low breaking ball when the bat head's dropping. So, I mean, that might be a move. You put in Miggy Rowe in that lineup, maybe an Alex Call, you get more contact, maybe move the runner, hit and run. Do a little bit more baseball thing. So maybe Miggy Rowe gets an opportunity tonight. Maybe Alex Call. I don't know. But I have a feeling that Dave Roberts is going to do something to bring a spark to this lineup.
Yeah. Jerry, last one for me. I wanted to make a little comment about Blake Snell. I think we're going to see a different Mr. Snellzilla tonight, as David Vassegh likes to affectionately call him. I think this guy's, was having some fits and starts with his control. I think he's worked that out. I think that one game is in the tank now. Didn't pitch terrible, but he was kind of working uphill most of the night. I think we're going to see a different guy, more of the first version that we saw of him in this playoffs.
I think so too. You remember that long layoff we talked about? I think that kind of affected Blake Snell game 1. I think we're going to see him pitch the best game that he's had so far this postseason, and that's saying something because he pitched in Milwaukee. He was outstanding, pitched very well against the Phillies as well. So I expect a great performance out of him. But Saxy, this, to beat this really good Blue Jays team, you got to have everything working. Offense needs to be on point. Defensively, you got to catch every ball. And then obviously you got to do your thing on the mound. So hopefully Dodgers play and bring their A game tonight against this very difficult Blue Jays team. And I said it last night, it is a must-win tonight. It is a must-win. And I expect the Dodgers to go out there, play great baseball, and win this ballgame.
Jerry, we really appreciate jumping on this morning. Hopefully that golf game gets a little bit better, and you can, get out there and start playing a little bit
chipping.
Better. Yeah,
I need to work on my chipping, but you know what? I don't really practice chipping, so hopefully, my chipping gets a little better.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming on this morning, buddy. We'll see you out at the ballpark. Thanks a lot, Jerry.
Anytime, guys.
All right, there he goes, the great Jerry Harrison Jr. Guy's a really good golfer, by the way.
Yeah, he's really like almost a scratch golfer. Come on.
Every time I see him, I'm like, how's that golf game going, Jerry? Get any better? Like, man, you're
almost
really
a scratch golfer, not good enough for you, Tim.
Nope.
I think you need to eat another donut.
That's coming. I'm just trying to find a coffee or something because, man, or my Wegovy here or whatever. I need to take something.
Wegovy.
We'll take one final break. We'll come back, and we're going to get Sax's keys to a Game 5 win. If you're with us on YouTube and Facebook and X, we'll be with you during the commercial break as well. One more time. Steve Sachs, Tim Cates, and you. It's AFI 70 LA Sports.
All tied up heading into
Sachs, the way you're moving around right now, I can tell that second cup of coffee has kicked in on this Wednesday morning. Jeez.
I'm gonna have. You know what I'm doing after this?
Working out?
No, today's Wednesday. Wednesday and Sunday off days.
Wait, so are you asking me what you're doing today? Because I don't care.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I'm
What I'm going to do, what I'm doing after this, I'm going to go watch 2 versions of Leave It to Beaver. And then I'm going to work on the foundation event a little bit. And then this afternoon, right after that, about 12, I'm going to watch 2 versions of The Rifleman with Chuck Connors.
Wait a second.
Remember that? Remember Chuck Connors?
I remember The Rifleman.
One of my favorite shows ever, The Rifleman, Chuck Connors. Bang, 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 shooting that gun.
Now, is this a Wednesday routine or is this a daily routine?
Almost daily. Don't tell anybody because it's just you and me talking.
No, it's just us. Nobody's listening.
But
not the 800 people online right now.
But I like MeTV.
I love it too.
Memorable entertainment television. I like Leave It to Beaver and I like The Rifleman. 2 of my favorites.
So you've stumbled upon watching these shows every day.
I don't stumble. I jump in there and watch it.
Okay. So before and in
brings
between,
me back in time, Tim.
Yeah.
I like things the way they were. I like the simple world.
I'm with you.
And I listen to what they say and what they, and I think, God, I grew up I was born in 1960 and I just liked it the way it was, like a little bit before my time. So that's a little bit before my time.
I love it. And in between, you're getting stuff done.
Yeah.
And today's not a workout day, right?
No. I ran at the soccer field yesterday, full sprints. I run 10 yards, come back, 20 yards, run back, 30 yards, walk back, 40 yards, walk back. And I do it all the way up to 100 yards.
Just on the soccer field?
This is after I went to the gym and lifted. I do that. I do both.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's what I do.
That is amazing.
No, it's not. It's like it's a regular workout day. I do that all the time.
No, most retired athletes want nothing to do with staying in shape.
Okay, Tim, Friday, I have my kickboxing instructor. I'm going to be hitting and kicking the bags on Friday. I'm going to send them in to scam some of my workout on Friday. My Friday is a really hard workout because it's an hour of kicking and punching on the bags.
So you do that once a week and you lift and run the other days of the week.
Yeah, I take 2 days off the week though. Sunday, Wednesday off.
I preface this because I don't really want to know what you're doing over the weekend because I don't want you to get mad at me. But I'm going to ask this: do you work out on the weekends, or is it just a Monday through Friday thing?
I don't work out on Sunday. That's the Lord's Day. I don't work out on Sunday, but I work out on Saturday.
Okay, they're asking: do you ever sleep and do you take naps?
I love taking naps. Yes, I try to sleep 7 hours a night. If I get 6, I'm good. I try to get 7, and I love taking a nap. A 40-minute nap during the day is perfect. I love it.
Okay, now we're being asked about Leave It to Beaver and The Rifleman.
Right.
Do you feel like, there's only so many episodes. They're not making new ones, obviously.
Yeah, The Rifleman had like 140 episodes.
Wow, that many.
And I've probably seen them all.
How about Leave It to Beaver?
It ran a little bit longer, and I love that show. It's just so good. I just love going back in time.
Do you feel like you've seen most of the Leave It to Beaver shows?
Oh yeah, I've probably seen most of them. Yeah, I watched it when Beaver was, like 6-7 years old, up until he was like 12 or 13.
Now
I've seen most of them.
What's the nemesis? The guy that nobody likes. The
Eddie Haskell.
Eddie Haskell. Eddie Haskell.
Yeah, Eddie Haskell.
If you are a Leave It to Beaver character, people are asking if you are a Leave It to Beaver character. Are you like Mr. Cleaver? Are you one of the Cleaver kids? Or are you Eddie Haskell?
No, I'm not Eddie Haskell. He's a punk. I think, God, I hate to say it, but I'm probably more like Ward Cleaver or Wally. Wally. Yeah, kind of like Wally, maybe, Yeah. Tony Dow. He passed away in 2022, by the way. Beaver's still alive, though.
He is.
Yeah. If Beaver's out there, I'll fly to LA and have coffee with the Beaver if I could meet Jerry Mathers.
Colin Yee, who works here at the station and runs all the Dodger games, is an old soul. He's in his 30s. He's an old soul. We love him. He loves Leave It to Beaver as well.
Yeah.
And I want to say 5 months ago, there was a convention here in Pasadena, and it was for, former TV stars and whatnot. And Beaver Cleaver was there.
Jerry Mathers.
He was there and signing autographs and taking pictures. And Colin went over and got a picture with him.
Ask Colin.
He's a Dodger fan, by the way.
Is he?
Yes.
Ask Colin if there's a way I could, when I come to LA, if I could have a donut and a coffee with Jerry Mathers. I would love to.
We got to make that. Oh, people are also saying, I love MeTV has emergency on that. We talked about the MASH, the Jeffersons.
Randy Mantooth was a friend of mine when I played here. Randy Mantooth. He was on emergency.
He was a guest on the Petros and Money show a few years ago because there's an emergency museum, I think, down in Downey. It's located, and he helps run it, or he's down there, part of it every so often. So, Tony Dow was a guest on an episode of Emergency in season 1. How about that?
Yeah.
Talk about crossing the streams.
Barbara Billingsley, she died at, I believe, she was 95 years old when she passed.
No way.
Yeah, Hugh Beaumont was Ward. He died when he about 72 years old.
Do you see Mrs. Cleaver? You're like, hey, Mrs. Cleaver, not bad for her age on the TV show.
She was great. Okay. She was great. And I guess because I've read a lot about all the characters, and she was off the set just like everybody's mom. She was like she was on the set. She was really a sweet lady, from what I understand.
All right, we're coming back here on the radio. Sax and Kate's in the AM. My goodness. If you are not with us on YouTube, Facebook, and X, you are absolutely missing great conversation with Steve Sax and yours truly. We're not talking Dodgers. We're not talking baseball. We are talking donuts and Leave It to Beaver.
And the Rifleman.
Steve ran down his daily routine, which involves getting yoked and jacked and running and doing kickboxing, but also what he likes to do in his free time. Don't ask him what he's doing this weekend, but
don't ask that.
We do know what he likes to do in his free time, and that involves watching The Rifleman and watching Leave It to Beaver. So,
love it.
Yeah. This has been fun doing the YouTube and X and Facebook. It's not going to live forever. Certainly, we did the last few days and really enjoyed doing it, letting people be a part of it and fans watching and kind of getting behind the scenes of what is happening and how things work and just the kind of fun that happens on and off the air. LA County Fire Museum is in Bellflower at the station. 51 vehicles are all there. There you go. We mentioned it in the break how Emergency and the LA County Fire Museum. I thought it was in Downey, but it's in Bellflower. So there we go. Again, thanks to
Nomar is from there, right?
Nomar is from there. Yeah,
Nomar with high school.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Tim, go ahead.
St. John Bosco. Game 5 coming up in our final minute and a half here. Saxy, what are the keys to a Dodger win? And they must win tonight.
This is an easy one for me. There's really not, in my estimation, there's not a ton wrong with this team. The Dodgers have played them squared up. They're even right now after the 4 games. They did an amazing run to eliminate the team that had the best record in baseball. They got rid of the Phillies before that, and they disposed of the Reds in 2 games. The Dodger team is phenomenal, number one. Phenomenal. They just have to go up one more step, and that's just simple. Putting the ball in play and getting a couple big hits. That's all it is. Because when that happens, the home runs come thereafter, I believe. This can be a volcano effect, a crescendo of hits on base, get on by a walk, get on by an error, and then somebody bops the home run, and then pretty soon, everything's forgotten. They're back, and then they go and they steamroll these guys. It can happen very easily. I'm thinking that's going to be the key to Game 5.
All right, Game 5 is tonight. We'll have first pitch at 5:08. Saxy, what a morning. A lot of fun. Congratulations to Lisa, our winner of the Game 5 tickets. Thank you to everybody who's been a part of the YouTube and X. Thank you to Wacko for coming in the last few mornings. Thank you to Wacko for the dozen donuts from Donut Prince here in Burbank. Thank you to Michelle. Thank you to Zach. We're back at it tomorrow on the radio.
We'll do a lot tomorrow, Tim.
Yeah, 6 a.m. It's going to be a lot of either gloom or doom or celebration talk tomorrow when we rejoin you. Zach, have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the Rifleman and Leave It to Beaver.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good day.
All right, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Dodger fans, coming up next, Colin Cowherd, Rogan and Rodney at noon, Petros and Money at 2, and all Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck at 4 p.m. Keep it right here, locked and loaded as the Rifleman did on AM 570 LA Sports, live everywhere on the iHeart Radio app.
From the Greta. from the